some football at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, a good one in store here. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills.
And now, your defending AFC.
Leading the Saints, that is head coach Kellen Moore. His guys hoping to build on their first win of the season last week. Across the way, the head coach of the Bills. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt up here in the booth. Veteran Matt Prater down on the field, ready to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. He's got a lane up past the 30. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They're led by the second-year quarterback from South Carolina. Started a handful of games last season as a rookie. Here's Spencer Rattler.
It was a tough season, Kate, New Orleans a year ago. Coaching changes, lots of injuries to that offensive line. And Spencer, as a fifth-rounder, was thrown right into the fire as a rookie. But he persevered, he endured, and now he's going to get a chance to compete for the job this year.
We'll need to pause now after our first play. One of the D linemen injured on it, and medical staff out now to look at him. All right, here we go. Second down. From the gun, Rattler. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. Third down. They motion the tight end over. On third down, here's Rattler. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Fields this at the 18. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVP. He's finished top 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
I think we could give them a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the ball he wants to hit each and every time out. And when he gets there, usually good things follow.
And that's good for a gain of 5. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now Allen off the play action. Vacates quickly left side. Throwing deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they need to get 4 on third down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They will go. It's Allen. Got his man. Shakir has it. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that. Coverage impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber of defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
At the 23-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. From the 23. Screen here for Kamara. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Kamara now on 1st and 10. They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Shaheed coming in motion left. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Pistol snap to Rattler. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
It's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Once again, it is Jack Browning out for the punt. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Bills offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular loves a chance to have involved a breakfast ball or a mulligan. Another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1. Here's a screen for Cook. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's going deep this time. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, you better be ready for some contact.
And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Making a stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Here comes the Saints offense. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now elsewhere on the return, there's an injured need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. They've got first down from the 31. They'll try the right side with Cook. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
The 34-yard line.
From the 34. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The drive picks up here. 1st and 10.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
And not from the pistol to Cook. It's an excellent look on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Again, it's Cook. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Pressure coming. It's Allen. Big strike downfield to Coleman. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Saints 9-yard line.
Allen setting up to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Back to throw now, Allen. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got them equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And the shutout stays alive. And the ball's incomplete on 4th and goal. Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. He can run it. Brushes him off with ease. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
17 yards.
Rattler to the air now. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
He takes off with it. And they're not going to get him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
No gain on the play.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
A loss of 7 yards.
Jack Browning on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35.
The the Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Play action now, Allen. Connects on the crosser. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Now he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Rolling left, buying some time. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Allen. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Ooh, for a moment, thought those were our first points until he came and knocked it away.
Yeah, I think the message sent pretty clear after that play. You're going to have to try a lot harder than that to be the first ones on the board.
A 47-yard attempt.
Prater puts it through, and that will get them on the board.
That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
This makes it up to the 25. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They send him left out of the slot. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. And that's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. Give on 2nd to Kamara. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Rattler. It's complete. This is Olave. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Kamara gets it off the option. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Rattler on the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all them run stuffers back in the day. But the D-tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass, too, and that D-tackle just got it done.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Saints in need of some points before the break. Here he is on 3rd and long. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So out comes Browning for this punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pete Werner has it. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception. Rattler now off the play action. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Rattler trying to get on second. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. Small gain down to the 23. Tre'Davious White there on the stop. Slot man motioned over. On third down, here's Rattler. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kicked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Juke the defender. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. It's Allen out of the pistol. That's him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action now with Allen. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throwing on the run. Deep down that left side. Has it down close. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bills will add to their lead at the end of the half. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Prater for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game. Now Prater on to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Saints taking the field for the final time in this first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Pistol snap to Rattler. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Shotgun snap to Rattler. He'll step up, and there he goes. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, Rattler. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Rattler back to throw. Lobbing this into the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our look around the league starts now with a matchup of contrasting styles. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. He was a big factor in this one, and he shows you why on this play. The Vikings are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, checking in on the Cardinals as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Sam Darnold. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Seahawks are into the win column after 3 defeats to start the year. They get the victory here. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers taking on the Eagles. And it's last year's Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley. 54 yards to the house. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. Meanwhile, in our game, just 1 touchdown in the first half, 10-0 your score, as we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Reed now to kick this one away. Ty Johnson now to return. Making some progress here. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner he took matters in his own hands.
That's complete to Coleman out left. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 41. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings them to 3rd down.
History there defensively.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Forced out to his right. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
This one's to Rice out on the right side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he's going to take this to the 23. The stop made to set up 3rd and very short. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game, and sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Back to throw now, Allen. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete, so second down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for third down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Defense contains him. That's going to force fourth down as he's dropped for a loss.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Prater puts it through. And that will add to their score.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss up.
Now Prater on to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Dukes one defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. They trail 13-0 here as they go in search of their opening score. Here's Rattler, first and 10. It's caught left side by Hill. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They have themselves another first and 10.
A gain of 14. First down, Saints.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. A lateral goes haywire, fumble. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground. So they keep the football, but now they face second and long. Rattler to the air now. That'll be caught by his back, Kamara. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Now Rattler. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Their punter making his way out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Second and 10 now. Catch made right side by Coleman. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Trying to get it with the option here. And Allen slides to a stop there with enough for the first.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So second down coming up. Back to the air, Allen. Trying for the deep ball. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 3-possession game. just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. But this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands.
The Bills are lining up.
Allen looking to throw this. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
Returning it from the 4. Jukes out a one-stop. And this drive will start inside the 25. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. The Saints come marching onto the field. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer the opponent, but in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. 3rd down from the gun. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They're set up at the 35 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Saints first down.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing from the gun here. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Finds a man underneath. It's Camaro. And they take him down right along the 30. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Rattler setting to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Motioning the tight end left. On the gun, Rattler completes this one to Hill. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Now here he goes. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Pistol snap to Rattler. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Terrell Bernard. interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Buffalo sending its offense to the field. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Now it's Cook. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Another one for Cook. And he'll get it up to the 27. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now run by Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Complete out to the right. And he's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Allen on the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On now comes their punter. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. He's got it at the 24. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go down. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Terrell Bernard.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
The Bills making their way back out on offense now. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Play action now, Allen. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Take over after the interception. Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he goes down. The Bills get to him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Trying again, following the... He's got time here. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
A pickup of 15 yards, but it's now 3rd down.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Saints trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. They kick the running back in motion. Desperation time here. Connection made to Shaheed. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. They've got to keep moving quick here.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a
Now
six.
Rattler on the play fake. And they pick him off again. Taron Johnson has it. And the Bills will take over as he reports his first interception of our season.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run it. Run it.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a give to Cook. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They're going to pass it here. Completed over the middle. And the Saints grab it. And they can't call the return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
First down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Completed to his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37.
Rattler now off the play action. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
For Darnell Washington. Incomplete. It's 3rd.
Here's Rattler.
4 yards to go.
Big shot is hauled in. Feeder inbounds. Oh, what a play! This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Here goes one final shot. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. Well, look again, it's just a good start to this season. Might be becoming something a little bit better, Brock. 4-0 now. There may be some serious lengths to the start they're having here.
Yeah, let's not go calling them the 72 Dolphins yet, Kate. A lot of season left. But you'll hear coaches, especially in this first month of the season, call it stacking wins.
Yep.
And you know, if you can sustain success and you stack these wins early, you're typically a playoff team late.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our
1 month down, and what a month it was. I'm Scott Hansen. Here's your Week 4 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Some big games to get to. We start in Buffalo. The Bills at home to take on the New Orleans Saints. And this is Rashee Rice. He's going to run the deep route here and pull it in. 46 yards, that's a touchdown. The Bills get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. Next up, we got a couple of heavyweights in the AFC. A lot of folks were looking forward to this one. Ravens, Chiefs in KC. And it's the NFL's all-pro quarterback 2 years running, Lamar Jackson. He'll find his man in the back corner of the end zone. Touchdown. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers taking on the Eagles. And it's the 2,000-yard rusher from a year ago, Saquon Barkley. He's going to get the ball, get loose into the secondary, and that's all she wrote. He's gone. The Eagles get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
On the visitor's sideline, Patriot head coach Mike Vrabel. His team started 0-2, but subsequently they have righted the ship, winning their last 2. On the other side, the Bills head coach. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen, in the prime of his career.
We had a chance to sit down with the quarterback this week, Mike, and we asked him, he said, can you put your finger on what went wrong last week for what was a pretty rough outing? And he said, you know, if I'm being honest, I didn't have my...
They'll run the draw with Cook, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Milton Williams on the stop. A gain of 1 brings up third and 12.
Third and long. To throw is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
It's fourth down.
They'll indeed go for it with Allen. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will go all the way. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target. And in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Safe kick taken at the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get going with their second possession. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays, get a bunch of yardage all at one time, because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat me.
James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. This one, a deep shot for Rice.
So this is what defenses want to do, Mike. They want to flush the quarterback to his non-dominant side. So here for this guy as a righty, they want to get him moving to his left to force these throws against his body. And it actually wasn't a bad ball. He's trying to give his guy a chance downfield, and they just can't connect. So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
Well, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here's May. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Working out of the gun. It's May. Back to the outside. He's got Diggs. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. Taking off, and he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to give it to Cook. He's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action now, and here's Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Clark, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the 20, here's second down and 6.
Second and 6. At the Patriots.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And this ball incomplete on third down. The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This one from 47 yards out. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with first and 10. Here's May. Open man, Demario Douglas. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. 12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. A carry now for Gibson. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Douglas in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. So, we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Bills with the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. They'll come up here first and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
10 yards on the pickup.
And in motion, it's Diggs. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. Good for a Patriots first down.
First down, New England.
On play action, here's May. To the left side, he's got Henry. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Third down, they need 5. They'll motion the slot man right. Throwing on third down is May. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Kayshawn Booty was the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
A 44-yard attempt.
His kick is perfect. And the Pats are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
This is 3rd and 6. Allen gonna throw. The pressure too much, and he goes down. Here's Mitch Wisnowski now, as he's on to punt for the second time. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
11 on the play. First down, New England.
Gibson. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Taron Johnson up to make the tackle. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Brings up second and 8.
On the ground, Gibson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, New England.
First down, Patriots.
To throw now, May. That's complete to the running back, Antonio Gibson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
First down, New England.
Throwing on first and 10 is May. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 22 now, here's second and 5. Off the play fake, it's May. The ball comes out. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put it into this drive.
40-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. It's Allen. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And he'll be out of bounds, but down around the 15-yard line. Big time play there for Buffalo. 45 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cook. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was brought down at the 13-yard
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Allen. They'll try to hit him with a screen. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops and the ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills move out in front by the score of 17-3. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Marcus Jones now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Patriots offense and running back Antonio Gibson heading out onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run here with Gibson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now May. He takes off. And May will not risk it. Into the slide. And he's got the 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Patriot 1st down.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
May to throw on 2nd down. He's got Douglas going deep. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And the Bills will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Bills offense ready to see what they can do. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Cook. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard
Shakir. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And third down coming up.
I got it.
From the gun, here is Allen. Pass over the middle and take it in. He's got it. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Buffalo.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again is Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Second and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. Moving to his left. This one, a deep shot for Rice. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Halftime is looming, but a chance to build on that already sizable lead right here. First and goal. Throwing again. It's Allen. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. It's the first weekend of October, our first week with buys on the schedule. Lots to unpack, so let's get into it. Our tour around the NFL starts now at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the Detroit Lions. And it's the All-Pro Amon-Ra St. Brown. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. 56 yards, touchdown. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers at home to take on Washington. And it's Justin Herbert. He was sensational all afternoon. This, one of 4 touchdown passes on the day. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals taking on the Tennessee Titans. And it's the rookie, the number 1 pick in the draft, Cam Ward. He's looking to throw, then makes a beeline for the end zone. 12 yards on the scramble for the score. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. Down the field, he's got the hook up to Shakir. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
quickly after a gain of about 1. Kyle Duggar there to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
To the air on second down. Here's Allen. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun, it's Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Allen going to throw for it. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Here's Gibson. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. On the handoff, this is Cook. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. Space to run inside the 20. And he's into the end zone yet again. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And make it 3 touchdowns now. Remember, he caught the one earlier. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And Mike, this is what every offense is in back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Jones now on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll They'll start it here on first down. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards. Working out of the gun. It's May. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 35. Here comes a second and 5. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Here now, third and 5. Out of the gun. Here. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there. The sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's Cook. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Christian Gonzalez comes in for the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. To throw is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. James Cook inside the 30. Racing to the end zone. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. On to attempt the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Patriots offense and running back Antonio Gibson heading out onto the field. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Here's May. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now again, on the ground, and the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Once again, it's Cook. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Bills 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. Out to his right. That'll be intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
To playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script makes to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
To throw on first down is May. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. May gonna hold on to this one. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Big Ed Oliver in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. Throwing on 2nd down, May. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. On 3rd and long, here's May. To the back of the end zone, he's got it. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. That's his 1st touchdown this year. The PAT, up and good. And the Patriots are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, this is Strong. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. It might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. He'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Buffalo.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Push down to his left. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll run with Cook. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Exiting the pocket right. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. The Bills bringing on their punting unit.
Wisnowski in punt formation.
And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have from beyond the 20. The Patriots offense make their way out to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with first down. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
It's a pick up at 3. Brings up
And in motion, it's Diggs. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Finding space at the 40. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, New England.
On first and 10, here's May. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Just shy of midfield. Here's second down.
It's now second and 6.
On the ground, Gibson. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 7.
They'll send their tight end left. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp. And the Bills will take over possession here at the 44.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
That's starting to trot out for this next possession, and it's looking like this could be another win for this team. That'd be 5 in a row to start the new season as they try to finish this one off. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up
Second and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
On play action, here's Allen. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. He's got it. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. Big time play there for Buffalo. 53 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Here's Cook. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
Brought down right at the
Now
line of
here's
scrimmage.
second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal. At the 4-yard line.
One more time with Cook. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1. Setting up 3rd
4 yards
and
on the
goal.
pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run. It's Cook. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there.
Stopped
He
short
did
of the goal
not.
line.
And
No gain
now
on the play.
the tension
Brings up
mounts.
4th
4th and goal. try it now with Hook. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Well, it turns out it was the fourth time that ended up being the charm, Mike, so they get stopped 3 rush attempts in a row. So what do? They keep the offense out there and they say, all right, try to stop us a fourth. The defense can't keep them out of the end zone, and that was a big-time job finishing off that drive for the offense.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Maynard on 1st and 10. Left side, he's got Henry. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.